Hi guys, welcome back. I feel like a monster, and I feel like a monster for doing the right thing. Let me explain. Long story short, my taxes are going to be sent to me. I'll fill some paper out. That joy will be done. Um, Called a friend to let her know. You remember the friend that back before the road collapsed, she gave me a ride to drop off my taxes. Called her, let her know, so she'd have something to look forward to. And, in the sweetest old lady voice she can manage, she goes, "Well, we were just going outside, sit in the sun so I could get some exercise, like a whipped puppy." And I could feel my heart sink into my shoes because we have to isolate ourselves from our elders as much as we love them. We can't go near them right now. And I took a moment and I'm not crying, you're crying. And I said, "Well, enjoy your sunshine, honey." I didn't have a heart to tell her, guys, please don't talk to people the way you do. Because what can I do? All the older people I know don't want to be alone to the extent where they keep taking chances and they keep running a business or something else. What can I do, right? I figure they're old enough. They're grown ass adults. They've seen the warnings. If they choose to ignore them, what can I do? And I just said a prayer and I'm like, please, this is the sweetest, nicest old lady, even if she's a bit crazy about religion. Please, Lord. Whoever is listening, do not let this poor old lady die because she's sweet and friendly and looks sad and lonely and somebody stopped to talk to her. I felt terrible, guys. I felt horrible. I felt like the worst villain because, a thought popped in my head, oh, she's going to be outside. I could risk my own health by going out because we're being told to stay home if we don't need to do anything in this state. If we don't need groceries to eat or medical care, we're told to stay home. If you have to work, it's an exception, but we're told to stay home. And for a second, a nanosecond, a thought popped in my head. I could risk it. I got good luck. I could try going up to the DQ, get 2 meals, and I could bring her one. And then I'm like, one, I'd be exposing myself. Two, since tests are non-existent, I don't know if I'm like a passive carrier or not, so I could be spreading it to other people. And, three, we're just absolutely supposed to stay away from our elders at this time, so it was pretty hard to have to turn her down. And I was talking to Michael today and I said, I may have just cost myself Easter. And he says, good, she'll be alive for Easter. And he's kind of blunt like that, but he's like, you did the right thing. And he knows I want to get out of the house too. He knows I'm going crazy. Normally I wouldn't be going out of the house anytime all the time anyways, but it seems like an additional pressure right now. And I just felt terrible, guys. I mean, she can go out and get sun, but I'm just hoping she doesn't, end up doing the sweet frail old lady thing and pick something up. So, keep her in your prayers or whatever. I know I'm asking a lot of favors, but I feel bad for her and I feel bad for all the other elderly people that they're already, a lot of them already feel lonely. And I know they understand on an intelligence level. They understand they're supposed to be shut in at home. This was like all the way from back March 5th or 6th. They were supposed to isolate themselves. And they understand we're not supposed to be around them. And a lot are breaking the rules. They're still going out, they're still doing their due, and they're fiercely proud and independent, but it was kind of, I didn't like having to tell her no. I knew she wanted me to come out. And I thought, well, I don't think I have anything, but what do I know? You know? And she has a compromised immune system as it is. And she usually doesn't go outside. I'm like, well, enjoy the sun. I I felt terrible, guys, because I thought I would love to go visit her and brighten her spirits. But I took her ice cream like a week or so ago, and I did the social distancing thing. I dropped it off for her, and I came home. And then I called her and let her know it was there, and I'm like, I can't. It would kill me if I visited her and then I found out 2 weeks later she was sick because she already has compromised immune system. So I know it's kind of like feeling sorry for myself, but it's one of those things we have to do now. Anytime I've had to do in the past. Anytime I think I have a cold or something, I've had to cancel meals. I've had to cancel Easter on her once actually because I got up sick as a dog and I said, I am so sorry, honey. And I had to cancel because I didn't want to give her that. So, this is kind of the same thing. It's something I've done before, but I feel terrible. I feel like the worst human being on the planet. So I guess I shared so that if you're going through the same thing and you're distancing yourself from, people in your life that are chronically ill or people that are elderly, you're doing it to protect them. Okay. I'm not crying, you're crying. You're doing it to protect them. And it feels really mean and cruel and awful because you normally wouldn't neglect them by not visiting them, but you're doing the right thing. So, I know that's not an upper, but, I think it's kind of important to remember as time goes on, we want to relax those restrictions. We got put under a couple week stay at home quarantine in the state, the entire state. I mean, museums are shut down, malls are shut down, zoos are shut down. Non-essential businesses, I believe, have been shut down. You can still go to a restaurant if they have delivery or they have takeout, but you can no longer sit down in a restaurant. You are not supposed to be going anywhere and gathering and having parties and groups and everything because that flyer, we also got the president's flyer today about groups of 10 and under. Yeah, it's a tough time, but just remember if you're doing this, you're doing it for their sake. It kind of gave me, empathy for the gods, angels, whomever we work with. It's got to be hard when they have to tell us no. I'm sure they go off and have a good cry because we're whining at them for something we really, really want, and they just can't give it to us for some reason. So, just hang in there, guys. We are going to reach the other side of this. We're every day we're getting good news of like faster, more reliable testing. People that are possibly, resistant. I did not say go out and be a fool, but possibly resistant. We don't know yet. China showing good signs of recovering, all this other stuff. So there are bright spots out there, guys, and there are people that are doing a lot of good. It's just, sometimes you have to make tough choices in life. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye bye.